Imagine, for a moment, the sun-drenched training grounds of Paradise Island. The air is thick with the scent of sea salt and the sharp clang of steel, but not in battle, rather in the rhythmic practice of a mother teaching her daughter. Queen Hippolyta, a figure of formidable grace and power, moves with a fluid strength, her eyes never leaving those of her young Diana. She is not merely instructing, she is imbuing every strike, every block with the wisdom of centuries, the weight of a lineage, and the fierce, unyielding love of a mother. This isn't just a physical lesson, it's a profound exchange, a quiet conversation between two extraordinary souls. Hippolyta, the wise and protective monarch, saw in Diana not just her heir, but her heart. Their connection was, and remains, the true emotional bedrock of Diana's story. A bond forged in shared purpose, unwavering affection, and the inevitable, delicate friction that arises when a mother's desire to shield clashes with a daughter's innate need to discover her own path. Hippolyta was more than just a queen. She was Diana's first teacher, her primary mentor, and her most ardent protector. She poured all of her Amazonian strength, her profound wisdom, and her boundless love into nurturing Diana. She trained her in the arts of combat, yes, but also in the principles of justice, compassion, and leadership. Every parable, every history lesson, every spar in the arena was imbued with a deeper meaning, shaping Diana not just into a warrior, but into a thoughtful, empathetic leader. There was a quiet intensity to Hippolyta's devotion, a deep-seated understanding of the potential within her daughter, and perhaps a subtle underlying fear of the dangers that lay beyond their island haven. She knew the world was harsh, and her protectiveness, while sometimes restrictive, always stemmed from a place of profound love and a queen's burden to ensure her people's future. As Diana grew, so too did her burgeoning independence. She was a princess, yet also a seeker, yearning to understand the world beyond the mist-shrouded shores of Themyscira. This is where the beautiful complexity of their relationship truly shone. Hippolyta, the fierce guardian, wrestled with her own heart. How could she prepare her daughter for a world she desperately wished to shield her from? How could she empower Diana to be fully herself while simultaneously protecting her from the pain and conflict that lay outside their utopian existence? This wasn't a battle of wills, but a tender negotiation between a mother's deep-seated instinct to preserve and a daughter's urgent need to evolve. Their disagreements, when they arose, were rarely about defiance, but about divergent visions for Diana's destiny, colored by love and mutual respect. Then came the trial of the Amazons. It was an event meant to test courage and resolve, a sacred tradition. But what transpired was a tragedy that would forever alter Diana's world and fundamentally redefine her journey. In an act of unparalleled self-sacrifice, Hippolyta made the ultimate choice, giving her life to save her daughter and her people. The impact was immediate, devastating, and echoed across the entire island. For Diana, the loss of her mother was a seismic rupture. The grief was not just personal, it was shared by every Amazon, a collective sorrow that blanketed Paradise Island. But in the midst of this profound devastation, a new responsibility fell upon Diana's shoulders. She was no longer just the princess, she was the heir, the one who must now lead her people through the very darkness of their shared mourning. This was the crucible. This was the moment where the lessons Hippolyta had imparted, the love she had shown, the strength she had fostered, were put to the ultimate test. It was a heartbreaking, yet utterly necessary step in Diana's evolution. Leading through grief is perhaps the most challenging form of leadership. It requires immense emotional resilience, a clear vision amidst sorrow, and an unwavering commitment to one's people. Diana had to lean on the foundations her mother had laid, draw from the wellspring of Hippolyta's wisdom and courage to navigate her own pain while simultaneously guiding her mourning nation. This period, born from tragedy, forged her into the queen she was destined to become. It wasn't about replacing Hippolyta, but about honoring her legacy, stepping into her own power, standing tall as the embodiment of everything her mother had taught her. Hippolyta's legacy isn't merely in the laws she enacted or the battles she won. It is most vividly alive in Diana. It's in Diana's unwavering compassion, her formidable strength, her resolute commitment to justice. The deep connection between mother and daughter, even after death, serves as a constant guiding light. Hippolyta didn't just train a warrior, she nurtured a leader, understanding that true power resides not just in might, but in empathy, wisdom, and an unbreakable spirit. Their story reminds us that even the most profound bonds can be complex, filled with both immense joy and the ache of necessary separation. And sometimes, it is in the deepest moments of loss that we truly find our strength, stepping into the roles we were always meant to inhabit, carrying forward the love and wisdom of those who shaped us. What are your thoughts on the profound impact of Hippolyta on Diana's journey? How do you see the echoes of their relationship in Diana's actions as a hero and a leader? Please share your reflections in the comments below, or join us next time as we delve deeper into the stories that shape our understanding of strength and connection.